figured I'd do a quick van tour. So this is my van, I hope, and on the inside is where I keep the interior, mostly for convenience, and a little bit due to the laws of physics. So we've got a swivel seat here, it's the passenger seat. Got driver's seat, phone holder, steering wheel, kind of important, the steering wheel, then the dash, and that's it. That's the interesting part of the van done with. Okay, so the build. We'll just turn the microphone around because that'll make this way easier. There we go. Okay. It's the overhead shelf above the cab. At the minute it's got a protein powder up there. Apples, which are too warm up there. Should put them somewhere else in a bit. Above the door we have the master light switch, the voltage from the batteries. The other switches at the minute don't do anything, but I may put more lights in at some point. Light switch there, so that's the master for the lights, that's the actual dimmer switch. Got two USB charge points and a 12 volt point there that I don't think I'll ever use, to be honest, that one. Eggs, decent insulation behind this wall, so this should be okay there for a week or so, but if this heat keeps up for too much longer I'll have to find somewhere cooler to put them. Fairy liquid, smoke alarm and carbon dioxide alarm, carbon monoxide, dioxide, whichever one. Then down here we've got the sink, and then underneath the sink in this cupboard here, two water jugs, fresh water, grey water, and I really hope I don't get them mixed up because that looks gross. And then dustpan and brush in there, spare hoses for the sink, at some point I do need to trim this down and then get and put a proper handle on, but it was that much of a pain lining the door up the first time, I really don't want to do it again. The other side, more overhead stuff, dishes, hot chocolate, which is a rip-off at £4.50 now, so don't buy that anymore unless it's on offer. Salt, pepper, Cadbury's chocolate spread, which is far better than Nutella. Cling film and stuff, cutlery, coffee grinders in there, sauces. Then we've got the worktop down here, where we have the microwave. This is a 700 watt microwave, and it is also a flatbed, so I don't need to worry about the plate sliding around in there, which is good. AeroPress for the coffees, kettle, gas, a wok that's maybe a bit too big for this, and then camping stove, single burner camping stove. which is what the gas is for. That is my second one of them, because a few weeks back, or about a month back, my original one broke. But fortunately the case for this one's a bit smaller, so it fits in there better. Underneath that we have the fridge freezer, which can slide out, and it can be used as a seat, or better still, a footstool. At the minute I've got it set up as 2 fridge compartments, but the right side there can be a freezer, so I'll be turning that back on soon. I might, clean it out and get rid of all that moisture first, but then I'll be turning that back on and getting some ice cream in there. Couple of main sockets for off the inverter, 2 USB charge points, that's off the 12-volt system. Then back here I've got the diesel heater control unit, currently 30 degrees in here. That is the control for the fan there, and I need to get and put a battery in that control soon. That's a control for the fan's alarms that I've got on the doors. Then we have a bookshelf there with books on, else it would just be a shelf. Yeah, about half of that looks like it's climbing guides, surprisingly. On the other side is the wardrobe bit. Spare bedding, towels, shorts, shirt, socks, wardrobe-y stuff. I should probably put some spare clothes in at some point. Then we got the bed. Which spans the back. That's probably just short of 6 foot from side to side by the time the mattress is on there and stuff. This cupboard here we have toilet, courtesy of Grandad. Underneath that is the vent where the heating comes out for the diesel heater. Then here is the garage bit underneath. At some point I may get and put a fronting on that and a little door. I haven't decided yet. Well, we've got spare gas canisters in there, camping saucepans and stuff. That one's got food in. I should probably use some of that. How long's that pasta been in there? Oh, that's got until May 2026. That's good, because that's definitely been in there for over a year. Tesco carrier bag, bouldering mattress, and if I slide this bit here back, that's the electrics. So you've got the air intake for the diesel heater, the 12-volt system fuse box, that's the mains circuit breakers. Up there we have the inverter charger, so I can plug the van into the mains and run mains power through that. Then we've got the circuit breakers and stuff for that wiring all into there, and 2 batteries, which I could probably show you a bit better from the back. I think that's it for in here. Not to forget Araduc, guarding the van. Yes, this is it from the back, all tidy. So I've got solar panels on the roof. The wiring comes down the front there, along behind all of this, comes out down here, across there, and into the solar control unit, which then goes out to the batteries back there. And that there is the pole for the awning. Not that I use that very much. And that's where the mains plugs in, which I can also use to charge my leisure system batteries if I need to, which over winter I did. And there's the fire extinguisher, easily accessible for all the times I hopefully don't ever need to use it. I do need to get another one of these hooks though to separate the towel and tea towel out again. Oh, and there's a bin down there. Yeah, I think that's about it. It's warm in here. So there you go. That's the van tour. Pretty sure I've not missed anything. I need to stick this back down. That's annoying me. I think the heat's made that come off. But only that one. The rest of this is sticking right down along here, the trim. And it only took me about 3 years to do. Which, yeah, since I was cut the windows in myself and stuff, that was terrifying, because I've never done anything like this before. Fortunately, I know a good electrician at work, so I was able to run the electrics by him first before I did it. But yeah, I hadn't done electrics since year 9. Which was a long time ago. But I did get an A. And then I found out I'm colourblind, and that's what put me off doing electronics further, because fuses just got confusing. Not confuses, resistors, with the coloured bands around them. Yeah, maybe I should have gone through with that, but oh well. It's about 16 years too late now. 18 years too late now since I chose my GCSE. God, what's happening? Right, with that, I'm going to sign off here. Hope you enjoyed the van tour. I might do a longer one at some point, you know, when I finish the smaller jobs and I have more time. And I've actually finished sorting out where stuff needs to go, because the top shelf's still a mess. That needs sorting out. That cupboard isn't closed properly. Oh, that really doesn't close properly. Ah, the magnet's holding, that's fine. Right, there you go. Done.